Have a great ANZAC Day. G'day guys, my name's Eamon from the Hawthorn RSL. Every year we get asked about dress for ANZAC Day, so we thought we'd give you some no duff goss. This is just advice, guys. I'm not your dad or the RSM, so take it or leave it, however you want. First things first, let's talk about medals. Medals should be court mounted, and whether you're a single swinger or have a rack like Keith Paynes, grab yourself one of these plastic medal holders, which means we can simply slide them into the breast pocket on the left-hand side of our suit. It avoids putting unnecessary holes into the suit and means you can take them out and plunk them in whenever you like. Next, let's talk about combat badges. Whether you've got an ICB or an ACB, I'm a cavalry guy, so I've got an Army combat badge. Your ACB or ICB should sit about 1 centimetre above your medals and in line with the centre. We're just going to pin it in there. Guys, I'm not your RSM, and your RSM's probably not going to check your suits. So just make sure you're not halfway up the lapel and halfway up the jacket. Beautiful. If you've got an operational service badge or a return from active service badge and you've got medals on your suit, we don't wear these. So ANZAC Day, leave this back in the box. If you do take your medals out of your suit though, that's the time we can put our return from active service badge or our operational service badge on our jacket. If you do have either one of those and don't have a combat badge, please don't put them where the combat badge goes. We don't do that. It looks bad. It's not how we do things. Most of us have a bunch of badges from our service that mean something to us. But on ANZAC Day, remember that less is more. Pick one or two and wear those. Just remember that our lapel on our jacket isn't a pincushion and we don't want to load it up like it is. Wearing someone else's medals on ANZAC Day, like a family member's, they go on the right-hand side. It's your choice, but we recommend picking one set of medals, thereby focusing on the individual and being modest and respectful towards them. Wearing more than one set starts to get a bit North Korean general-esque, and we start to focus on ourselves rather than the service of our forebears. On ANZAC Day, we wear rosemary, and on Remembrance Day, we wear a poppy. So let's try and avoid the poppy today. With our rosemary, you can put it anywhere you like. You can tuck it in behind your medals or behind your badges. I like to put it in through the buttonhole up the top here. Righto, we've done the jacket now, guys. Let's talk about us. Let's talk about our shirt. If PT's been optional since you got out and it's getting a bit tight around the collar and you haven't had time to buy a new shirt, just leave it open. Please don't put a tie on, tighten it all the way, but leave the top button undone. You're fooling no one and everyone can see it. Tying ties is dealer's choice. Half Windsor, 4 in hand, whatever you guys want. But when you do it, we want to make sure that it looks good, so it shows respect and dignity to yourself. I like to do a 4 in hand for days like this, because we always tied half Windsors in the Army, and this makes it clear that I'm not doing Army stuff. Nice and tight. Just remember, guys, that the tip of our tie should touch the top of our belt, not higher or lower than that. A few final thoughts. So just remember, guys, your tie has 2 positions. It's either on or it's off. As the night wears on and you want to undo your top button, just take your tie off. Just own it. When it comes to your suit jacket, pretty simple rules. But what we want to do, if you've got a 2-button suit, we want to make sure that the bottom button stays undone and the top button's done up. If you've got 3 buttons, you can leave the middle one always done up, the bottom one undone, and the top one sometimes done up, sometimes undone. But the middle one should be done. If you're wearing a waistcoat in somewhere cold like Melbourne, bottom button's undone. Mandatory things is your belt should match your shoes in terms of colour, and you're good to go. That's it from us. Is there anything we've missed, anything you want to add, or anything you disagree with? Please add it in the comments so you can help each other out. Have a great ANZAC Day.